Hey, good morning. It's Paul Farmer from paulgfarmer.com. This is Freedom Project Live, episode 41. And it is Monday morning, Martin Luther King Day. So I got a few things to report from last week, from Friday, actually. But I'll get to that in a minute. So what I like to do on these, I like to share kind of my journey, what I've been doing to grow my business. I like to share marketing tips, things I've experienced along the way, lessons learned. And right now what I'm doing is actual case study where I am documenting the activities I'm doing daily to grow my business, and I'm sharing my results I'm getting from those activities. Okay. And the reason I'm doing that is, one, for me, hold myself accountable, um, allow me to step it up, right, to go the next level, but also for you to see what it is I do and that you can do it as well. No matter where you're at, if you're new, if you're struggling, doesn't matter, you can do it as well. So started off, go Rams. Real happy to see them in the Super Bowl. I think it's been 13 years, 15 years. I don't know how many years it's been. It's been a long time, but it's exciting. It's exciting. I actually have a horse in the race for once in a long time when it comes to the Super Bowl, so that's exciting. And I'm real excited to see them play in the Super Bowl. So there's that. Over on Friday. So let me just report my results from Friday. So Friday I did, see, what did I do on Friday? I did a video, of course. Some of you watched it, some of you didn't. But I did 50 connections. So my goal every day is 25 connections, but I've been ramping it up to 50. I'm actually going to push it even more than that. Most likely, because I really want to get up to like 20 no's a day. That's really where I want to get. And I got this idea from listening to Ray Higdon's story, where he literally went from making zero to 10 months later making $70,000 a month by doing what I am doing. Okay. I'm still operating a little bit below it because I haven't got the 20 no's yet in a day. But there is a lot of activity happening. There's a lot going on, and that's what it's all about. So his formula, and he teaches this all the time, is 20 no's a day, piece of content daily, and personal development daily. And that's pretty much what I'm following here. So like I said, I did 50 connections on Friday. That equaled, let's see here, we had 11 yeses. Okay, so 11 people said yes, they were interested. They wanted more information. So I sent my link to them about my product, about our private group, about what we're doing to help people earn bigger income faster. And then I had, let's see here, 14 no's. So I'm getting closer to the 20 no's. So 14 no's, I'm actually very happy about that because all these years I've been doing this, I've been online nearly 7 years now. I've never had a 14 no day. I've never had that happen because I wasn't asking enough people. I wasn't putting the question out there. If you're not putting the question out there to see if people are open to learning about what it is you're doing, then how do you expect to make sales? It's just not going to happen. So you got to put it out there in some manner. So one of the things Ray Higdon does recommend is write down your activity goals for the week. So I figured that's a good habit to start doing. So I'll just share with you what my activity goals are for this week, and that is 125 connections for the week, the whole week. I will most likely topple that, right? But that's my minimum, 125, 5 videos, 6 workouts, and 1 hour of personal development daily. Those are basically my activity goals. The difference between an activity goal and just a goal is activity goals are not focused on the results. They're just activity goals to get you in motion, right? To develop good habits. I just started reading. Let me see here. I just started reading this book by James Clear. Atomic Habits. And let me see, can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Atomic Habits. And basically what it's about is tiny changes done consistently, kind of like the compound effect, can really create remarkable results down the road. And one of the things he says is, a lot of times when you're practicing good habits, even if they're small, at first you don't see anything. At first you don't really see anything happening, but it's over time where it really starts picking up. And that's exactly what's going to happen with what I'm doing here. At first it's small, but over time, because of the compound effect, right? Because of the actions taken, multiplied day after day after day after day, because of the good habits to be developed, that's going to equal massive results down the road. Not right now, but down the road. And that's why you really want to get started. So that I just started this book. I'm only in like the first chapter, but it's pretty short. It's only like 5 hours long. It's not that long, but that's really about it. Just decide what you want to do for the week. I don't care what business you're in. I don't care if you're looking for a business, whatever. It's these habits. It's these skills that you're developing that are going to pay you big. It's not the program. It's not your fancy funnel. Because what happens a lot of the time is people, I'm just going to say this, okay? Because I've watched this a lot. Almost 7 years now online. I've watched this a lot. Like, people think it's about their program and they think it's about their funnel. They think if they had the best funnel, that all they got to do is run traffic to it, and they're just going to start getting sales coming in without anything, without doing anything else. And that's not the case. You have to learn how to connect with people. You have to establish know, like, trust. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing. And the other reason is because I want to show you that you could do this without a big paid marketing budget. Now, do I do paid marketing? I'm not really doing paid marketing to this offer, but I am doing it to my marketing system, the marketing system that I was able to create a full-time income with in 2018. I do run traffic to that. So what I do is I lead with a higher ticket, something that pays $1,000 commissions on the front end. Then I use a portion of that and I put it back into my lower to mid ticket business where, it starts lower, creates residual income, and then it has back end sales. And that's pretty much automated, where I'm doing the work to create $1,000 commissions. Now, a lot of people do this backwards. They actually start with the low ticket, put all their work, all their effort into that. They don't get paid a whole lot. They're paying out of pocket for their traffic, for their advertising. And because they're doing that, they're going in the hole. Because it takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of energy, it takes money to really build up something small. Whereas if you get the bigger commission on the front end, you're doing the same work. Now you can take a portion of that, and it just opens up doors for you. It opens up opportunities that you wouldn't have otherwise. So that's what I'm doing. That's what our group teaches. It's funding, basically. So you don't have to go into your pocket and pay out of pocket. You're paying out of your earnings, and it just so happens you get big earnings when you do what is taught. Okay, so to me, it makes complete sense. To others, it might be too big for them. It might be like, wow, I got to pay like $1,300 to make $1,000 commissions over and over and over. No, that's too much. I would rather just start small, less risk, right? Less reward, and build it up on the 5-year plan, which most will probably quit because they can't last 5 years. I mean, how many days can you go? Let me just put this out there. How many days are you willing to go? How many days are you committed to until enough's enough? Until you're like, well, that didn't work. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not saying that you should quit if you're a low ticket. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying what I see many people do is when there's not a lot of reward, when there's not a lot of risk to begin with, there's no skin in the game, they're not committed. See, committed is different than I just want to try it. Setting an intention is different than I'll see what happens. And that's what I hear a lot. And that's why people fail all the time. They don't commit to it. So instead of saying, I'm going to try it, I'm going to see what happens, I'm going to do this until. I'm going to do this until. Come hell, come high water. I'm going to do it until. See, that's different. That's very different from the other. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to test the waters. I'm going to start at the very smallest, tiniest level. I'm going to take the tiniest little risk possible. Very, very different. Okay. So these are just things I've learned over the years. And I've watched it like manifest right in front of me. I've seen examples. I've seen proof of people that play small, they stay small. People that play big, that take bigger risk, that take more action. Obviously, they're going to get rewarded for that. Obviously, they're going to do better than the person that's timid and scared and take a little tiny risk because they're afraid of losing money, but they'll go blow it on a new iPhone, right? They'll go spend. I don't even know how much a new iPhone is. I don't have a new iPhone. My iPhone is old. Like I don't. Like that's not an asset. You know, that's a liability. It's going to depreciate. Like it's not going to. It will pay you if you use it as a tool for your business, but people that are paying $1,000 for an iPhone are typically not using it for a business. It's to surf the web and look at memes and just a bunch of other stuff that doesn't make them any money, you know. So, but that's really that's it. You know, that's what I got for today. I got to get to work. This is just kick off my day here. Brand new week. Lots of activity to be taken. Set your goals. The other thing I want to say is I did have a sale come in from this project, from what I'm focused on now, what I'm doing these videos about. I did have a sale come in on Sunday. So, and that came from the connections. That's what that came from. Okay. So what I'm doing is working. Now, is it huge? No, not right now. You got to build it up. You got to focus. You got to keep continuing to do the habits, develop the habits, the success habits. So let me ask you this before I go. What are good success habits? What are good income producing activities? What is going to get you to where you want to go? What is going to free you from your job? What are habits that you are going to develop that are going to get you there? Having done it, I can give you some tips. So one is, you know, you want to wake up early. That's important. You want to wake up early. You don't want to sleep all day. Two, you want to be working out every day. Like not every day, but you want to have exercise as part of your routine because one, it helps with your idea process. Two, it's just good for you. It's good for your body. You're going to feel better. You're going to have more energy. And, you know, that's definitely a good habit. Personal development. I would say, you know, reaching out to people, connecting with people, business is people, right? Creating content. That's positive. That's a good success habit. So these are just some things you could be doing on a daily basis, knowing how many people you want to connect with, writing it down, writing down your goals. I write down my goals twice a day now. Tracking. That's another good habit. These are all things that are going to move the bar for you. What's not going to do it is sleeping in, not having a plan, not writing anything down, not writing your goals down. Like, for example, I put up a Facebook post today and I said, you know, good habits, your habits are the compound interest of personal development, self-development. And I asked, what are your good habits? What's a good habit that you're doing? Well, some people put specific habits, which is great. Other people put general habits, which is not going to help them. So they're saying, oh, self-discipline. Well, what the heck does that mean? Discipline, execution. Okay, what does that mean? Good. What does that mean? Those are not specific. Those are not going to move the bar. Those are not going to get you where you want to go. So it needs to become something that is, like I said, I write it down. You know, Ray Higdon talks about this. Grant Cardone talks about this. He has a planner. I've told you I'm using his planner. And I write it down every day. I write it down before I go. I write my goals down in the morning, and I write my goals down at night. They're always in my head. I'm always knowing where I'm going, the direction I'm going. Okay. So these are just some things you can start doing that are going to help you. What I've learned so far, last week, I think was the first week. This is day 6. I didn't count the weekend. I mean, I did count the weekend, but I didn't record it on video. The weekend was more of a recharge the batteries kind of thing. It's not no production, but it is some production, obviously. And I just like to be able to do that because I go hard during the week, but that's really it. I mean, you just want to write down your activity goals. You want to be writing down your goals overall and develop those success habits. That is what's going to move the bar. That is what's going to get you to start getting the results you want. That is what's going to get you, if you want to walk away from your job, to create financial freedom. Okay, so that's really all I got. I'm going to just keep rambling on. Coming up on 16 minutes already. I can't believe that. But thanks for watching. I appreciate you. If you'd like to know how I was able to create a full-time income, that system is right below with the green check mark right below. That is the system. That is what I do. Okay. And then if you want to know how to make $1,000 commissions, you want to get plugged into our private group where you're trained by multimillionaire marketers and really just told everything you need to know. Go ahead and click on that link right below that one. And with that, make it a great day. And I will see you tomorrow.